Bill Gates, the visionary who revolutionized the digital world. Bill Gates, a name synonymous with innovation, technology, and transformative philanthropy, is best known as the co-founder of Microsoft, one of the most influential tech companies the world has ever seen. Born on October 29, 1955, in the city of Seattle, Washington, in the United States, Gates came from a family of ambition and intellect. His father, William Henry Gates Sr., was a well-known and respected lawyer in Seattle, while his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, served on several prestigious boards and was known for her leadership in civic organizations. From an early age, Gates was surrounded by a culture of achievement and service, an environment that greatly influenced the path he would eventually take. Bill Gates began his formal education at the Lakeside School, a private preparatory school in Seattle. It was here, during his early teens, that he first encountered a computer. Fascinated by the machine, he spent endless hours exploring its potential. At just 13 years old, Gates wrote his very first software program, a simple game, on a General Electric computer the school had acquired. This moment marked the beginning of what would become a lifelong passion for technology and problem solving. By the time he was in high school, Gates, along with a few like-minded friends, had already undertaken an ambitious project. They computerized the school's payroll system. His natural talent for logic, mathematics, and programming quickly became evident. Among his friends at Lakeside was Paul Allen, an older student who shared Gates' passion for computing and would later become his business partner. At the age of 17, Gates and Allen embarked on their first entrepreneurial venture together. They founded a small business called Trafo Data, which created traffic counters using the Intel 88 processor. Though not a major commercial success, this venture gave them valuable experience and deepened their understanding of microprocessors, knowledge that would prove invaluable in the years to come. In 1973, Gates graduated from high school with distinction. A National Merit Scholar, he scored an astounding 1590 out of 1600 on the SAT, showcasing his exceptional intellect. That same year, he enrolled at Harvard College, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. However, while at Harvard, Gates found himself more captivated by the computers in the lab than by his coursework. He frequently skipped classes to tinker with programming and often stayed up all night working on various coding projects. Eventually, it was Paul Allen who made a bold suggestion that they should leave college to pursue a revolutionary idea. Gates, recognizing the enormous potential of the emerging personal computer industry, agreed. Together, they dropped out of college and in 1975 co-founded Microsoft, a name that would soon become a cornerstone of the tech world. Their first significant breakthrough came when they adapted the BASIC programming language for use on microcomputers. This endeavor proved successful and laid the foundation for Microsoft's early growth. In 1980, their big aha moment arrived when IBM approached them with a proposal. IBM was preparing to launch a personal computer and needed an operating system. Gates and Allen took up the challenge and provided IBM with PC-DOS, a version of an operating system that Microsoft had acquired and modified. They sold the system for a one-time fee of $50,000, a decision that, while seemingly modest, enabled Microsoft to retain the rights to license the software to other manufacturers. Then, in 1985, Microsoft launched its first retail version of Microsoft Windows, a graphical operating system shell designed to work on top of MS-DOS. The new interface allowed users to navigate with visual elements rather than command lines, a major leap forward in making computers more user-friendly. In 1986, Microsoft struck a pivotal deal with IBM once again to create a new operating system, OS/2. But eventually, Microsoft continued on its own with its Windows product line. Over the next decade, Windows became the dominant operating system for personal computers worldwide, with its market share soaring past 90%. With Microsoft's rapid ascent, Gates, being the largest individual shareholder, saw his personal wealth skyrocket, making him one of the richest individuals in the world. The momentum didn't stop there. In 1989, Microsoft launched Microsoft Office, a powerful software suite that bundled applications such as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint into one cohesive package. Seamless integration across Microsoft products further cemented the company's monopoly in the PC software market. It was around this time, in 1989, that Bill Gates met Melinda French, a bright young woman working at Microsoft. Their professional relationship blossomed into a personal one, and on January 1, 1994, the two were married on a golf course on the picturesque Hawaiian island of Lanai. At the time, Gates was 38 years old, while Melinda was 29. The couple would go on to have 3 children together and build not just a life of luxury, but one centered around giving back to society. In the midst of continued innovation, Microsoft released Windows 95 in, unsurprisingly, 1995. It was a major leap forward, setting new benchmarks for what an operating system could do. Windows 95 introduced features such as the Start menu and taskbar, design choices that became standard in future versions from Windows 2000 to XP, Vista, and beyond. During this period, Microsoft also developed Windows CE, a compact OS for embedded systems, and launched the Microsoft Network, MSN, expanding his presence in online services. Despite his towering success, Gates began shifting his focus. In January 2000, he stepped down as Microsoft's chief executive officer, appointing Steve Ballmer as his successor, while assuming a new role as the company's chief software architect. Over time, Gates gradually delegated his duties to other executives and began dedicating increasing attention to philanthropy. By February 2014, Bill Gates officially stepped down as chairman of Microsoft. However, he continued to serve in an advisory capacity as technology advisor, offering support to Microsoft's CEO Satya Nadella as the company entered new eras of innovation in cloud computing, AI, and digital services. Outside the corporate world, Bill Gates, along with Melinda, channeled their energy into humanitarian work. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they addressed global issues such as education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation. In recognition of their outstanding social contributions, the couple was awarded India's Padma Bhushan, the country's 3rd highest civilian honor, in 2015. A year later, in 2016, U.S. President Barack Obama presented them with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States, acknowledging their efforts to make the world a better place. Despite all his accomplishments, Bill Gates remains remarkably grounded. One of his most famous quotes captures his humility and wisdom. Greater than inklet. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. These words are a reminder that even at the pinnacle of achievement, self-reflection and continuous learning are vital. Bill Gates' story is not just about technology or wealth, it is about vision, resilience, and using one's influence for the greater good.